Tyrone Mellon with Mellon Real Estate Inspection. Coming this time of year in fall, we've already had some snow. It's starting to melt. We're going to get an extra extended week. This is when we start thinking about winter tires. We're focused with life, kids, hockey. But the next thing, which should be on your radar, is, hey, do we shut off those outside water taps, other known as hose bibs? So most houses will have one in the front and one at the rear. We're going to go down to the utility room, and I'll show you where the shutoff is. Where there's a little bleeder valve, you want to shut that off, unscrew it, bleed out the water. That way there's no water between the utility room and outside. Nothing will freeze, and we'll save an insurance claim perhaps in the future. So here we are in the utility room, coming up off our water meter. Usually you'll see where it branches off. This is our valve that we're going to shut off for outside water taps. As it comes up, it tees off again to two. This is the one tap to the front and the rear. Jamin, again, coincidentally, has done a good job. They've marked hose bibs, other known as water taps, your outside water taps. We've shut that off. We're going to go outside and drain it, and then you come back in. This little screw cap right here is a bleeder. So when the outside taps are drained, you can close them. Some people leave them partially open as a vent, and then because they're shut off, and then you unscrew this bleeder, catch the water, draining it out from these lines, and if there's no water between the shutoff and the outside taps, nothing can freeze. You're good for the winter, guys. So we're outside at one of the hose bibs, or water tap. First thing you want to do in the fall, you want to ditch the hoses. Water can leak, it can freeze through the hose, which in turn can freeze through the tap and crack it. This water tap hose bib is a non-frost-free tap. It's truly just an exterior tap with a small little stub that makes a connection to the PEX or copper in through the wall. There is water taps that have a little vent, a circular cap on top, and that's a demarcation of a frost-free tap. They're a longer stem that close in further in. Some of those taps, they're still great, but the best recommendation, if you're not going to use the tap in the winter, is to shut it off as we did in the utility. Then you want to come out here, you want to drain it. Most people will close back in the tap afterwards, but it's also good to have this as an open vent and then go downstairs and open up that bleeder, allowing it to drain out nicely, and then come back and then shut in the tap, and you're good to go.